Good evening, viewers. Welcome to my program Health is Wealth. Once again, we are going to discuss some more different topics today. We are going today to talk about the Canadian health system. We are living in Canada. We are very blessed to be in Canada, the place where the health system is known to be a best health system in the world. Still, there are pros and cons of our health system. First of all, I would say that every citizen in our country, सबको यहाँ पर सही health की आपको facilities available हैं. Without any difference of income, every citizen of Canada is getting their health facilities, the primary health facilities to citizen. The Canadian health system is a publicly funded health system which is governed by the provincial health system and under cover of federal. So it is actually by the provincial, but it's under the health insurance plan. बेसिकली हमारी ही इनकम से आपका टैक्स जो कटता है वो एक्चुअली ये हेल्थ प्लान में खर्च किया जाता है. तो लेकिन फैसिलिटीज़ हमें प्रोवाइड होती हैं और वो बिल्कुल फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट लगती हैं. कुछ फैसिलिटीज़ हमें हेल्थ की अंडर बिल्कुल फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट हैं, बट देर आर सर्टन लाइक प्रिस्क्रिप्शन ड्रग, डेंटल प्लान एंड फार्मास्यूटिकल जितने भी ड्रग्स हैं और दूसरे जो फिजियोथेरेपी के हैं, we have to give money for that. It is not free of cost. So कहीं फ़ायदे हैं और कहीं फ़ायदे नहीं हैं. But immediately, if you the best part of Canadian health system is access to health for everyone, and then primary excellence. जो हमारे primary disease अगर किसी को जैसे heart attack हो जाए, आप you go to the emergency, it is very quickly taken by the doctors and nurses over there. I have experience back home. मेरे father को heart attack हुआ था, and I know how it was difficult. Like even in the private hospital, you have to you are spending money, but you are running for bringing the medicine. और उधर जो harassment और अजीब सा एक chaos होता है जब किसी के आपके patient को खुदा न खास्ता कुछ हो जाए. लेकिन in the same way, when I came to Canada, मेरे husband को heart attack हुआ. We took him. It was just a mild chest pain, but when we took him, he was taken in emergency for foreign, and then an emergency was created, and he was dealt quickly in the stent. They did the angioplasty within the same time. They arranged everything. They did angioplasty. They passed the stent. So I have experience in both the countries. So we are blessed. We are living in Canada in this where the health plan is very excellent. If you get any emergency attack or anything like heart stroke or heart attack or like life-saving facilities यहाँ पर quickly आपको deliver हो जाती हैं. लेकिन इसके साथ ही साथ there is some problem also, like waiting time. First of all, waiting time in emergency and waiting time for the surgery is so long that people prefer to go back home to do the surgery. Who are can afford, they go back home. Like for doing the surgery of I know one of my relative went for replacement of knee joint because इधर इतने लंबी line थी, so they couldn't wait and they went back home to do the knee transplant. And then for the dialysis, renal transplant, the organ donors are like in the line. It's such a big huge line that you cannot wait for that. Then you have to do some other alternative. So this is a drawback in a health system. It's good for the emergency cases, but it is for the long-term treatment. It has these drawbacks that you have to wait for a long time. Now the funding system in the Canadian healthcare system, It's we are dependent upon the provincial government, and then the provincial government is dependent upon the federal government. The federal government in the days of Harper, they cut 7%, but now they have turned to 3%. Still, we need so much fund for the innovation of in the innovation in healthcare system, and still we are lacking this behind. So there are some pros of our health system and some cons. So we have to discuss about these issues. लेकिन साथ ही साथ the best thing is community education. So we can save so many diseases to go in that extreme end by only the community education. Like if we were suffering for diabetes, if you know that how to prevent from diabetes, you can save that time and to go to the extreme level. That because diabetes will lead to, as I told you previously also, diabetes leads to heart attack, it can lead to hypertension, it can lead to cataract of the eyes, can lead to renal diseases. So in order to prevent, there is community education, and government has a program for community education. There is a diabetes association which always giving so many programs for community education. तो हमारी साउथ एशियन कम्युनिटी को हमारे घरों से अपने आप को निकालना होगा इन एजुकेशन प्रोग्राम में हिस्सा लेने के लिए. आप अपने आप की सेहत का ख्याल कर सकते हैं अगर आप अपने आप को सही तरह से एजुकेट करें. Diet education, there are so many programs in if you go to the website of Canadian Diabetes, they have given you so many dietary programs. Even recipes भी हैं उनकी website पे कि आप कैसे कौन सी रेसिपी आप यूज़ करके आप अपनी डायबिटीज़ को कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं. इसी तरह हार्ट एंड स्ट्रोक की there is a website. You can go and find out how you can prevent heart attack and how you can prevent stroke. This is also a major threatening condition in a community. तो आपको पहले से ही इस पे थोड़ी सी एजुकेशन लेनी होगी so that you can prevent these things to get to the extreme level. इसके लिए हेल्थ हमारे कनाडा हेल्थ की फैसिलिटी प्रोवाइड की हुई है कम्युनिटी एजुकेशन के थ्रू. लेकिन साथ ही साथ हेल्थ केयर सिस्टम में हमारे बहुत सी चीज़ें हैं, जैसे ड्रग प्लान है. ड्रग प्लान हमें नहीं प्रोवाइड होता, उसके लिए हमें अपनी जेब से पैसे खर्च करने पड़ते हैं. इवन फॉर द डेंटल प्लान there is no such dental plan for us. So these are the issues which we are facing, especially the line-up issue. हम मिसिसागा में रहते हैं. मिसिसागा is a densely populated South Asian community. We have only 2 hospitals serving here for the Mississauga densely populated area. So we want more hospitals. Even they have created a hospital in Oakville now. But it's for the doctors, they are sending doctors from Credit Valley Hospital to Oakville. So we need doctors over there. We are short of doctors. Even there should be a plan to increase the doctors also, so that they can serve the nation easily. These are certain issues which we are dealing with, and for this that's why I want the political leaders of our country, like for our South Asian community who are taking part in politics, so we want them to raise the voice when they are elected, to raise the voice in the parliament, because when we elect these people, they should take a voice to the parliament, because they know the issues. We have to tell them the issues. They are from us, so they know the community issues, what the community is suffering from. So that's why I wanted to invite a political activist in my program this time, so that we can take the answers of these questions from the political leader of our community. So we will be coming back after a break, and then we will discuss these issues with the political leader who is coming after the break.
Here you go. चॉकलाटो।
असली बात तो अंदर है छुपी।
बिस्कोनी चॉकलाटो, इसके खास कुकी में है छुपी रिच क्रीमी चॉकलेट।
बात तो है इसमें।
ऐसी ही बात है तुम में भी।
छुपी है तुझ में जो बात, दिखा दे अपना वो अंदाज।
बिस्कोनी चॉकलाटो, it's special inside.
रंग वाली भरम वाली, न्यूज वाले व्यूज वाले, मेल वाले, कराची वाले, खैबर वाले, लाहौर वाले, पिंडी वाले, इन शॉर्ट पूरे पाकिस्तान वाले, चिली मिली की हमत वाले, कैंडीलैंड चिली मिली।
मैं हूं जहांगीर खान, स्क्वाश कोर्ट का चैंपियन, लेकिन रियल एस्टेट इन्वेस्टमेंट का चैंपियन मोहम्मद कामरान हुसैन। मुझे उन पर यकीन है, आप भी करके देखिए।
जहांगीर खान और हजारों क्लाइंट्स का चहेता मोहम्मद कामरान हुसैन, रेजिडेंशियल प्रॉपर्टीज और इन्वेस्टमेंट्स दोनों के लिए ही सही मशवरा, सही फैसला, मकान जिसे आप अपना घर कहने में फख्र महसूस करेंगे। मोहम्मद कामरान हुसैन, 4163185264।
You don't have a website yet, and you want to design your own website or redesign it. So, now is the right time. NJ Marketing is offering free websites. Just sign up with NJ Marketing for digital marketing. NJ is offering a complete package for digital marketing, which includes social media marketing with graphic design, search engine optimization, and email marketing for only $255. Don't wait. Sign up now and grow your business by capturing high-quality leads that will increase your profits. Call now 1-888-230-7357 or visit www.njmarketings.com.
An exclusive multi-designer studio specialized in wedding planning services, bridal wear, casual party wear, jewelry, shoes, purses, dupattas, men's and kids' clothes. You name it, we have it. Some of the Pakistani designer labels we carry are Sami K, Agha Noor, Sana Safinaz, Anas Abrar, Zainab Chutani, Wahaj Khan, Fatma Khan, and many more. Parahan, sheer elegance. We believe in quality service and best price.
You can contact 9075 Derry Road West, Unit number 1, Milton, Ontario.
Welcome back, viewers. We are back from the break. So, as I said, there are so many questions regarding the health issues in our system. Although we have an excellent healthcare system, but still there are pros and cons in like everything. So there are cons in the healthcare system, and so many questions arise in our mind how to improve it and how to solve these problems. So the best way to answer is to I have invited the political activists here, because these are the people who, when elected, becomes MPs and MPPs, and they take our issues to the parliament, and they are the one who can solve our problems, and we have to rely on them because they are the best person who can take a problem to the solving position. So that's why I have invited my guest today is political activist Imran Mia. Assalamualaikum Imran, how are you?
Excellent.
So as you all know, Imran is a liberal, connected with Liberal Party, and he's running nomination for the Erin Mills riding area for the provincial election. And Imran, so we have called you because you are running for the nomination of Liberal Party. So we just want a person who can take a problem in a solution, like we want a solution from these problems. And the number one which we as a Mississauga resident, especially at the Erin Mill, because Credit Valley comes in your riding, right? So the load, it's such a densely populated area, especially Muslim and South Asian community, Pakistani, Indian community is living. So we want you to solve the problem. The number one problem is the waiting time.
Right.
Waiting time and in the emergency department, and waiting time when there is for the person who has to go for the surgery, either as a fracture or renal surgeries or any gallbladder surgery. They get such a huge time waiting that they prefer to go back home instead of doing it here. So what are your thoughts about this?
Well, thank you very much for having me on your show. It's a pleasure to be here with you, Doctor.
Thank you.
I think healthcare is a very important issue, and it falls in the jurisdiction of provincial government. In fact, there's two major issues provincially that provincial government's responsible for, amongst other things. It's healthcare, it's education, and I do agree that wait times are in some situations very, very long.
Yes.
And I think if you look at our tax dollars, I think almost 50% of every tax dollar that we pay goes towards healthcare. And as you rightly pointed out, we do enjoy one of the best healthcare systems in Ontario, in Canada, which is, I think, is an expression of our Canadian values of equality and inclusiveness.
No matter whatever you are, you get the same type of
exactly. Having said that, there are many things that need to be improved, and I'm actually very proud of our government, Ontario government. If you look at the last 2017 budget, our government announced a $7 billion injection into the healthcare space over the next 3 years, where they're going to be building, I believe, 4 new hospitals.
Yeah.
And also they're going to be adding new beds at the Trillium Hospital, which is also in Mississauga. As you know, there are two hospitals serving almost 700,000.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, one question here.
Sure.
They have started Oakville Hospital here. You are saying they are increasing number of hospitals, but then they are short of doctors.
Well, a good point again. I think over the last 3 years, Ontario government's added about 1,700 new doctors and almost 8,000 plus nurses in the system. But again, I agree with you, we need to do more.
Yes.
Ontario has some of the shortest wait times for hip and knee surgery, as an example. And as part of this 2017 budget, I think about $500 million is being allocated to improve wait times. But it shouldn't stop at the what the government's doing to improve our healthcare or any other services. I think it's also incumbent upon the hospital administration to see how we can improve our operational efficiencies. So I know, because my background's in IT and telecom, I know going forward technology is going to play a major role in improving the way we do things.
Yeah, we need innovation in the
innovation
system.
Is the way to go.
Yeah.
Innovation, you said it rightly, that we need to focus and make innovation as the centerpiece of our...
we are lacking in that.
Right. So if you had a chance to look at for example, the Stouffville Hospital in Markham, if you go to their website, it tells you exactly what the wait time is, how many patients are waiting, But if you look at some of the other websites, for example, in Mississauga, that kind of information is not available. So if you have that sort of information available up front, you can better manage your time, right?
Yes.
I would also say that we can digitize and automate a number of processes in the hospital that can enhance the patient's experience.
That's good. That's yeah. That's a great, nice advice to the. I hope you will implement if you become the MPP.
Well, if I'm given the opportunity, if
yes.
The people of Erin Mills put their trust in my credentials and my ability to be a strong representative for them, this is something that I will be advocating for sure.
Okay, that's nice. Okay, as a community leader. Yes, you are this is a health program, right? So I will be asking you related to the health field. So I just want to know whether you have done any community work in health as a community leader and as a political activist.
Well, I would say there needs to be more, but for example, I've worked with the Heart and Stroke Foundation in partnership with the United Way of Peel region. As you may know that I was the founding chair of the South Asian Advisory Council at the United Way of Peel, and in partnership with them, and as well I used to do these diversity barbecues a few years ago where I partnered with the Heart and Stroke Foundation to raise awareness about diabetes.
Yeah,
you know, it's a very important issue in the South Asian community.
Especially South Asian community.
Right.
Diabetes and heart stroke and heart attacks are very common.
Right.
So that is very necessary to our community workers should stress upon these things and give awareness to our community.
Absolutely.
Right. The other issue which our youth is having nowadays is drug.
Right.
So what are your
Well, I think this is a very important topic. Youth in general, I think we need to make sure that we provide them the opportunities and the tools for them to be able to succeed, whether they're in school or they're new grads. The government, the community organizations, the parents, very important to work together as a team to help our youth. You know, we need to bring programs in the community that engage them in, for example, sports activities. I'm a big fan of sports. You know, being a sportsman myself in my teen years and a few years ago, I strongly believe that sports play a very important role in bringing discipline and, you know, making sure that we remain healthy and we remain engaged in the community. So I think those sorts of programs need to be highlighted through the government as well as through community organizations.
No, the thing is, we always say it should be done, right?
Right.
Whether we have taken step to do ourselves, are you planning in that?
Well, again, you know, any issue, any problems that we face as a community in Mississauga, we should not expect just one entity. I think we need to make sure that we do our part to see what we can do.
Yes.
There's many organizations in the community. UIC is one of them. They are doing a lot of good work. For example, the food drive, the blood drive. So these are the things that we as individuals, as part of organizations, can participate in and play a leading role. But we also should work with the government representatives, be it MPPs or MPs or your local municipal councillors.
Yeah, because without their help,
we have to work as a team to bring solutions.
Yes, it has to be in team. Yes, teamwork is always excellent and successful.
Right.
Right. Okay. For this, another question about the senior health.
Right.
What are your thoughts about that? How it can be improved, and how you can?
Well, as you may know, there's about 2 million seniors in Ontario right now, and by 2040, there will be about 4.75 million seniors. So it's a growing segment in our society. Our government, I'm very proud of our Ontario government, who is taking seniors as a very important segment of our community, and they're bringing solutions to help seniors live with dignity. And one of the things that, again, as a collaboration between the government and local community organizations and families, is to ensure that our seniors, our parents, live with dignity at home for as long as possible. I know my parents were old. Unfortunately, they no longer are here with us. They've passed on. It's a segment that needs more attention from the government.
Mental illness these days is, I will talk about that in later, but it's becoming very common in our community also.
Well, there's no health without mental health.
Yeah.
And federal government, provincial government, and I know one of the previous organizations that I used to work for, professionally, took upon themselves, I think about 6 years ago, and they committed almost $100 million towards mental health. So again, this is where collaboration and teamwork.
Yes.
Every solution, every problem must be dealt with through collaboration and through partners.
Right. Yeah. So Imran, it was nice of talking with you, and it was nice you took time and came here. And the thing is, how you take care of your health?
Well, again, thank you for having me in your studios. I think one of the things, as I said, I'm a sportsman. I used to play squash. I used to play cricket in the league. But lately, because of my very busy schedule at work, and of course I'm involved in my nomination, so that leaves very little room for me to be physically active.
Right.
But I try and walk as much as I can. Yes. I have an app on my phone that counts how many steps I've taken. Right. So I think I try to take at least 5,000 to 10,000 steps every day. I think that's one way of staying healthy.
Active and healthy.
But when I'm canvassing door to door, meeting with people, that is also another way of me, counting those steps.
Yes, you're counting those steps. Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much, and good luck with your nomination.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate the opportunity. Once again, all the viewers, I want to take this opportunity to wish you and your families a very happy holiday season, and for those of you who celebrate Christmas, a very Merry Christmas to you and yours. And I look forward to connecting with you as I get out and canvass and meet with my constituents in Mississauga Mills. Happy New Year as well.
Thank you, viewers, for watching my program, and time to say goodbye. So eat healthy and be happy. Goodbye.